Football legend LUIS FIGO, Infantino's behavior is the lowest, most deceitful and cravenly self-interested I've ever seen. Nothing gets in the way of pleasing his friends, and he must go now. I could write 10,000 words on the problems at FIFA, but the solution needs only 3. Infantino must go. I was a professional player for 20 years.
Tired of constantly refilling your pet's water bowl? This filtered fountain keeps water circulating and offers a generous capacity, giving cats and small dogs convenient access to flowing water. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/5 right now.
And believe me, I have met some rogues in my time in the game. But what I have seen exposed in the last 10 days is the lowest, most deceitful and cravenly self-interested behavior I have ever witnessed. The man who would do that, the man who would try to force through such major changes just to enrich himself and his friends, is a relic of the game's past and should have no part in its future. If it was such a good idea, why not tell your members when you had them all in a room before the World Cup final? If it was such a robust plan, why not tell your members the risks as well as what you describe as the benefits? Portugal legend LUIS FIGO, right, pictured with under-pressure FIFA president Gianni Infantino. Infantino is holding crisis talks with staff after calling an urgent meeting in Morocco tomorrow. If the scheme was a no-brainer, why not be honest about the fact that it was going to give you a 30M a year job at the end of it? It's not robust when you fail to be transparent about the crippling returns that private equity always seek. It's not bold when you fail to explain that once you have sold your share it is gone forever, and you have disinherited your successors from ownership of the World Cup. And it's not honest when you fail to mention that, after you have delivered the head of the World Cup on a platter to your mates in DC, they are going to give you a job worth 5 times your current salary. None of this comes as a surprise when you consider the litany of abuses he has inflicted on football's reputation. From suspending and reversing disciplinary decisions to breaking the laws of the game over a halftime show, nothing gets in the way of pleasing his friends. Nor is it a surprise when you read the comments of Jordan FA president, Prince Ali, highlighting the mob-like behavior of Infantino's FIFA, obstructing his FA's work and funding in order to secure a nomination letter so that the reign of terrible self-interest can continue. Football does need a discussion about money. But not the money that could go out of the game to investors or on bloated administrator salaries. I mean the money that should be spent on building pitches and training coaches to make sure that every child in the world has the chance to fall in love with the most beautiful sport on the planet. I mean the 5 BN in FIFA's reserves for a start. How many shares could that buy in this grubby, underhand plot? So there is no need for outside investment after all. The FIFA president deviously and cravenly plotted to sell the World Cup to private investors. This plan, like the Super League before it, was blown apart by the media exposing every devious twist and turn before its advocates had their messaging straight. Infantino has debased the office of FIFA president that he promised to elevate. He has lied, deceived, and tried to feather his own nest at the expense of the game he is supposed to serve. He has lost the support of his senior staff, his closest advisors, the vast majority of people who devote their lives to this sport, and even, it would seem, the FIFA Peace Prize winner. It is too late to save his dignity, but it is not too late to save football. LUIS FIGO played almost 800 games in a glittering club career spanning Sporting Lisbon, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Inter Milan. He also won 127 caps for Portugal and has been a UEFA football advisor since 2017.